Reflection. This is another method to assess students in pairs, and that is also being practiced these days and considered to be very useful by the teachers and also by the students. The students also appreciate to reflect themselves on their friends' speaking skills. So what the teacher does is, the teacher divides the class into pairs again, but instead of calling them in a separate room to do the conversation, she invites them to do the conversation in front of the class. The class is informed how they are going to mark about the speaking skills of the students who are presenting as a pair. So the criteria of marking is definitely made familiar to the class. So the whole class knows what are the total marks and what are the areas they are looking for in order to mark on the speaking skills of the pair which is going to be having a conversation in front of the class. In that way, there is a lot of learning going on, because number one, there is an assessment going on, which is very helpful for the teacher because the assessment is coming from the class. So they would have more confidence in that. They would not doubt that their friends are going to mark them having any bias against them. So it's because the whole class is there. So the teacher is going to, in the end, take a sort of consensus from the class that which is the mark to be allocated to that pair. So what happens is, the pair comes in front of the class. The teacher gives them the option to select a topic. The pair selects the topic. Maybe after a 1-minute discussion, the teacher may allow them to do that in order to select the correct and relevant topic they want to talk on. And then after that, they start talking. And then the whole class is actually focusing on the speaking skills of their friends. In that way, they are also learning. They are also engaged. And the teacher is also supervising the whole class at the same time and also assessing the pair skill. If there is a chance of any doubt between the marking done by the class and the marking done by the teacher can then consolidate on that. The teacher may have the right to consolidate in case she finds there is some bias somewhere, and she can be a facilitator and then work accordingly in order to assess the pair in a correct way. Also, the group which is there as an audience can make a speech of reflection. It has to be 1-minute speech, and it will again enhance the speaking skills of the group along with having assessment. So this reflection would be about the standard or level of the conversation that has been done. So the teacher can give an example to the class of how to reflect on the conversation that they have recently listened to. So for example, the teacher can do one reflection herself, and she can say, well, this pair has done a good piece of conversation, but at the same time, there was some repetition in it, which made the conversation a little lengthy. Or she may say, this conversation was in detail and it highlighted the important features of the topic that was given to them. So in this way, a 1-minute or a 1-sentence reflection would be very helpful for the students, also to do it themselves for their friends, and then to listen to reflections made about their speaking skills by their friends in the presence of their teacher. In case the teacher finds she needs to add something to the reflection, she may do that in order to make it a balanced reflection for the students who are engaged in conversation, and also for the students who are doing that reflection to further improve their skill of doing some sort of assessment on their own and being independent assessors.